Hello, it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to Thursday Night Stamp Therapy. It is Thursday, March 19th, 2026. I'm so glad you are here. I am home from OnStage. I had such a wonderful time in Long Beach, California for the Stampin Up OnStage conference. Oh my gosh, I just feel like I feel like it's been nonstop since I've been home. I got home late Sunday night. And I'm still like processing everything in addition to having all kinds of events and things. Tuesday night I had our team Zoom. I love getting together with my team from across the country and stamping together and chatting and sharing. And then I had, I call it Stamp Club, but it's not really Stamp Club. It's more just like my monthly card class here at home, in my home. That was last night. And this morning, the kids are on spring break. My computer crapped out. I have to get a new one or something. I don't know. It's just all the things at once. And like I said, I feel like I'm just shuffling one thing to another. So tonight I'm going to start by sharing a little bit that I brought home from OnStage. I'm so excited to share all the things with you. I have some gifts and cards. I have some cards that I made. I have some new product to sneak peek with you. My intention is to do a little stamping, but I don't have anything planned. So let's just see how it goes. Tell me what you guys want to see tonight. What do you want to do tonight? How are you tonight? What are you guys doing? It got hot here today. I got the windows open, but now under the lights here by my camera, I'm thinking we should turn the air conditioning on. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, I wish I had time for my walk today, but that didn't happen. I just need to take a breath. Oh, hello, everybody. I am so glad that you are here. It was a whirlwind trip, and I didn't even get to see the beach while we were in Long Beach. I did get to visit with so many demonstrator friends and a non-demonstrator friend. I'm so excited I got to meet Alita, who lives somewhat nearby, and she came to see me. It was so great, so fantastic, and it made me wish that we could just like magically all teleport to the same place at the same time and spend some time together. Yes, hot here. I know, right? My Mesa says I'm exhausted, so just watching tonight. I feel exhausted. I feel like I'm still catching up on sleep. Last night was good though. Last night was a good night's sleep. Let's dig in. I just want to tell you guys a little bit about OnStage. So if you're not familiar, OnStage is Stampin' Up's annual convention. We used to just call it convention, but now it's called OnStage. There's also an event called Backstage. That one's for leaders. And then at OnStage, there's a OnStage Plus experience, and that's for people who are Silver, Elite, and above. And so let me start by sharing with you everything that everyone got who went to OnStage. Starting with this gorgeous bag. Oh my gosh, you guys, it is so soft and so wonderful. And isn't this color beautiful? This is hydrangea hue. One of the things that we all got to do is a color chart. And I'm so disappointed that we did not get to order the in colors early. Usually we do when we go to OnStage, but this time we did not. We got to make a little color chart, and so here are the new in colors. Our bag in a gorgeous hydrangea hue color. Look at that, it's such a good match. We also have Peaceful Pine, Golden Glow, Crisp Cantaloupe, and Barely Blush. You guys, these colors are gorgeous. I think I talked to you before about these new ink pads that we're getting. We're gonna get a new style ink pad. These are the magnetic ink pads that Close to My Heart had before. And so I'm excited to order those. Every demonstrator will be able to order at the same time. The in color ink pads starting Tuesday, March 24th. So next week, just a few days if you're a demonstrator. If you're not a demonstrator yet, you're gonna have to wait until May, I think May 4th. However, if you want to sign up as a demonstrator, you can join my team, and starting March 24th, you can put those new items in your starter kit. So that's really super exciting. And I just had a new demonstrator join my team over the weekend. Welcome, Lana. I'm so happy that you are part of the Jubilant Stampers team. And so Lana's going to be able to order all the new ink colors, just like everybody else, starting March 24th. If you're a new demonstrator, you're going to get to see, if you're a demonstrator, you're going to get to see the new catalog right now on the demonstrator website. It was posted on Monday. If you went to OnStage, you received a new catalog, and I cannot open up the inside to show you, but this is a slimmer catalog. We talked about how no more annual catalogs. We're switching over to catalogs that are just going to be 3 catalogs a year that are 4 months each. So this is kind of like a mini catalog in its size. And the difference is that all those core products, right, like the colors and the punches, like the core punches and the core dies, all those are going to be in every single one of the mini catalogs throughout the year. So instead of having 2 different catalogs, there's just going to be one to shop for at a time. And so this catalog is going to be good for 4 months, May through August. And some of those products will continue to carry over and be available longer online. But then we'll have a new catalog in September like we always do, and another new catalog in January like we always do. And so I'm really excited about some of these catalog changes. I think you're going to really love them too. It has such a fresh feel to this catalog experience. I feel like there's still a lot of product in it, and it's just kind of condensed down in almost like a magazine sort of format. And I think it's going to be really, really good. If you've already seen the catalog, if you're a demonstrator, let me know what you think. Connie says it's an awesome catalog. Yes. I think so too. And I'm really excited to be able to share it with everybody. So I can't open it yet. This is not going to start until May 4th. So it seems like it's so far away, but it's going to go by really, really fast. If you're a demonstrator, you can pre-order everything. Everything. Oh, there's a few exceptions. The glimmer brushes are not available yet. And then there's also a hybrid embossing folder that's not available, but I think everything else is going to be available. Is the green similar to Evening Evergreen? That's a great question. The Peaceful Pine is lighter than Evening Evergreen. I know it's so hard to see this on camera. And I thought about doing a color comparison, but I just feel like it's going to be so hard with the little bitty squares. So I'm going to save my color comparison for next week. We can order on Tuesday. I think I'm going to do an overnight ship. So maybe Wednesday night, I'm going to do a video and do an unboxing and do a color comparison. So pay attention next week for that. Thursday night next week is going to be our Cute as a Bug online card class. So our normal Thursday night won't work for an unboxing. We'll have to do that. We'll have to do that separately. So I'm thinking next Wednesday. But definitely lighter than Evening Evergreen. Evening Evergreen was really, 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 really dark. This is, I don't know, a little bit like, I hesitate to pull all my colors out because I don't want to get into all the color comparisons right now, but, I don't know how to describe it. It's really pretty. That's how I'll describe it. They're so pretty. This one kind of reminds me of like marigolds or mustard. This one, Crisp Cantaloupe, is the same color we've had before. So that is exactly the same. So pretty. Barely Blush, a very, very light pink, reminds me of powder pink. If you are familiar with that color. And like I said, I'll get them all out next week when I can have a bigger swatch. I really feel like the color is yellow tonight on this camera. Maybe it's just my computer screen because I'm using my old computer to watch, and everything just looks a little yellow there. I don't know. Was it bad to tell my family to just give me cash for my birthday Monday? First of all, happy birthday, Kimberly. And no, it's not bad to ask for cash so you can get whatever you want. I think that's pretty smart, actually. That way you get exactly what you want for your birthday. Donna says she wishes she could order everything. Yeah. I feel like my I feel like I'm gonna have to order for my birthday, even though it's not until July. Like, I'm gonna have to count it as an early birthday present because, yeah, I want a lot too. Oh, soft succulent. That's a good comparison, Catherine. I do think it's darker than soft succulent. Um, Maybe a little bit more of a richer of a color. But I'm really excited about all the colors. Tell me which one of these is your favorite. Just like first impression here. We've got Barely Blush, Crisp Cantaloupe, Golden Glow, Hydrangea Hue, and Peaceful Pine. Leave a quick comment. Let me know which one you are thinking might be a favorite. And I'm not going to hold you to it because I know how it goes. Once you start playing around, it often becomes something maybe a little different and unexpected. There is a new suite. I think it's called the Bloom Boutique, and it is pictured here on the front. Really beautiful, featuring those new in colors. There's some peaks here on the back. What do we see here on the back? Do you see what I see? A white gel pen. Oh my gosh, a white gel pen. We also have a new basic black hybrid ink pad, which I'm really excited about. So that is going to replace StazOn and Memento Black ink. It's going to be good for both watercoloring and Stampin' Blends with the alcohol markers. So that's really exciting. We have a new impressions pad plate thing, which I'm going to show you today because I actually got it already. My order came. I was so surprised. But let me show you some other things that all demonstrators got at OnStage. So we got the catalog, we got this fun notebook, and I love Stampin' Up! Always has the best pens. There's a 3-pack of pens. They're a black gel pen. They're really beautiful. They write so nicely. We always get a new pin. I have a little pin display box in my room. I gotta get a second one actually because I'm out of space. And I have all of my old convention pins, my incentive trip pins, my achievement pins displayed there. And it's so much fun to look at that and see and think back to the 24 years that I've been a demonstrator, all of the events that I've attended. I'm so excited because Stampin' Up! Announced that to celebrate Stampin' Up's 40th anniversary, they're going to do OnStage in Salt Lake City in 2028. My very first convention was when Stampin' Up! Celebrated 15 years. It was in Las Vegas in 2003, a long time ago. I was pregnant with my oldest, Thomas, and I have been all over the country and all over the world with Stampin' Up! In those 24 years. I have taken each one of my children to a Stampin' Up! Event. And so, some of you remember seeing my little babies at those events. It has been such an amazing journey, so much fun. Oh, excellent, Mary. I plan to do the same thing with the ink colors. I'm just waiting for a bigger piece of them. I suppose I could do a color comparison of the tiny little squares, but I will do that when I have some bigger pieces of cardstock. Okay, so in addition to the things that came in our bag, Stampin' Up! Did some all attendee giveaways, which was so much fun. One of them was this new stamp set called A Family Celebration. I love the mixed font here. A way to customize your cards for all kinds of family members. We've got grandpa, grandchild, grandma, brother, better half, daughter, husband, sister, wife, son, dad, mom. All the bases covered here. I guess we don't have like aunt and uncle. We also don't have the word great. That would have been good to put in there. Great grandpa, great grandchild, great grandma. That's interesting that they left some of those out. But a fun one to kind of customize your cards. I love that. Interesting. Okay. So in addition to that, we had some fun make and take experiences. In one of them, we all were gifted the Sending Salutations stamp set. This is a new one. Lots of really great word sets in this new catalog. I'm really excited about that. Congratulations on your achievement to a marvelous person on their birthday. Wishing you a bright and beautiful future. Thank you so much for your friendship. Lots of great stamps. stamps. And so we made 2 cards, and also we got this package of adhesive back metallic gems. I just feel like we got so much stuff. Like every time I turned around, we were getting something. So in our Make and Take packet was the gems, and we got to make 2 of the same card. So we made one vertical and one horizontal, and we used this new Artisan Designs designer paper, black and white paper. It is so gorgeous. It doesn't go with any suite. It is just kind of a standalone paper, but it has some different black and white designs, and really kind of a fun paper. I'm excited to get that one. We just used Stampin' Blends to color in, and then stamped and punched out greetings to a marvelous person on their birthday. Love those. On day 2, we got to make some more projects. We got a new ephemera pack. This one's called Sincerely Noted Mix and Match Ephemera, and these are self-adhesive. These are all greetings with different colors and different styles, and I thought this was so much fun. There are some beautiful ephemera packs coming out with images and a new designer paper that has the same colors that are in the ephemera packs, so you can kind of mix and match and create cards that are quick and easy using the ephemera and designer paper. We use the ephemera to create 2 different cards using some new decorative masks. These are 12 by 12 decorative masks. One of them looks like stones or water, and the other one was dots. And so we use them both to create our cards using note cards and envelopes and blending brushes to create these cards. Love the way those turned out. It was fun to do some make and takes every day. And then the last day, we all got some glitter gems. These are Sunset Sparkle sequins, and I'm really excited because these sequins go with a brand new designer paper that I got as a door prize. This is called Scenic Coast 6x6 paper. Let me move this out of the way. Oh. And show you this Scenic Coast designer paper. It is so beautiful. And yes, Connie, a 12 by 12 decorative mask. They were pretty amazing. The Scenic Coast designer paper is a 6x6 designer paper, and I don't know how well it's coming through on camera, but there is sort of an iridescent, shiny finish to this paper that looks like the sun reflecting on the water. Can you see it? I don't know if it's coming across, but it is so gorgeous. And you know, I am a sucker for sunsets, so I was thrilled to get this designer paper. It is so absolutely stunning with all of the colors and the water. Oh my gosh, I'm in heaven. There is an entire suite with a bundle that has sailboats and lighthouses, some beautiful dies that you can layer over this. We weren't able to order it early, but I will order on Tuesday. But oh my heavens, this paper has stolen my heart. It is so gorgeous. It's called Scenic Coast, and it is 6x6. Really beautiful. This one comes with, and I'm so happy, it comes with 8 sheets, each of the 6 different designs. And so that means that you're going to be able to make tons and tons of cards, and you're not gonna have too many choices. There are no duds in this paper. They are all just absolutely stunning. Not that there are duds in other papers, but you know what I mean. Sometimes there's like favorite patterns, you know, and I just think I love every single one of these pieces. They're so gorgeous. So this was a door prize I got, and there were different door prizes, so different people got different door prizes. I was really happy to get that one. Now, one of the optional things that you could participate in at OnStage was the after hours class. And so the after hours class featured this new suite called Moonlit Flora, and it has this stamp set and bundle. Stamp set and dies called Fern and Flora, and it has some different flower and fern images, some detailed die cuts, and in our class packet, all of the dies that we needed for the cards were die cut already for us, and it was just a matter of stamping and piecing things together. Also, they had some pre-printed pieces for us that looks just like the designer paper. And so the cards that we got to create, we just had to cut them out of the paper. I was a little bit disappointed that we didn't get an entire package of paper to play with, but we'll be able to order the coordinating paper with the pre-order on Tuesday. So here are the cards that we made. Tiny little die cut pieces. You guys know that's not usually my cup of tea. So it's kind of fun to do something different. We also had some gold in there, and we used the blender pens to color. Here is the third card, and we did some blending here with the blending brushes. They also had some really gorgeous cards on display, some alternate samples that were created by the Stampin' Up concept artist, and I just posted the pictures of those on my Facebook page today, so make sure to check that out if you are intrigued by this suite. It is so absolutely gorgeous. Really, really beautiful. So this is a new suite. It has some embellishments. These are the dewdrop embellishments. They were part of the after hours class as well as the bundle. And I didn't make the last card. Let me show you the page here. We just kind of ran out of time, honestly. There was not enough time in the class, but lots of blending here. Gorgeous detailed die cuts. Beautiful, beautiful card. That was card number 4. So I've got my pieces. I just have to sit down and do it. Tell me what you think about this one. Oh, Catherine says, like, I really need another fern set, but who's judging? Not me. I think what I love about this is that it's a little bit different, right? We have some other floral suites in the catalog. There's one I'm really looking forward to that is called, I'm going to open off camera to see what it is called. There are 6 different suites in the new catalog, and Waterside Retreat is the one I'm thinking of. It is like lakeside, fishing, Adirondack chair, and there's a paper pumpkin kit in April that coordinates with that paper or with that suite. So if you love the look of that, Lakeside Retreat, you're really going to love that new paper pumpkin kit. You want to make sure that you subscribe to that by April 10th. My March kit just came in the mail yesterday. Beautiful. Anyway, so there's actually 7 new suites. Bloom Boutique, that's the one that goes with the in colors. The Waterside Retreat, Valley in Bloom, which is like lily of the valley flowers, so pretty. Then we've got the Moonlit Floral. We've got the Scenic Coast, the paper I just showed you with the sunset. And Velvet Meadow has like flocking, like velvety paper. That one was really pretty too. And the last one is called Beautiful Ordinary Life. And I mentioned that we were very limited in the things that we could order early. But one of the things that we could order early was the Beautiful Ordinary Life suite. And this one I felt like was a little scrapbooking focused. I didn't get the coordinating bundle, but I thought the paper was really fun. It has some great colors, including Calypso Coral, some Crushed Curry, some Pool Party, Pretty Peacock, Timid Tiger, some really gorgeous colors, very colorful suite. The opposite side of the colorful paper is some black and white designs. Mostly, I would say white with black designs. And I think this is going to be so gorgeous to add some color using the blending brushes. One of the fun things that's part of this suite is the floral flight accents, and we saw something similar with the white laser cut pieces. And so this now is black laser cut pieces that coordinate with this suite. And so this is like a heavy cardstock kind of weight. They're detailed and they look delicate, but they are nice and sturdy. And so I don't know how well you can see, but there's some flowers, there's some butterflies, and you can kind of poke out all those little pieces to create your projects with. And so I'm excited to play with these with the beautiful, or what is it? beautiful ordinary life to create some fun projects. So we were able to order this suite early, and this one also had some really fun embellishments. These are called the Array of Dots, and the Array of Dots has the gorgeous colors, pretty peacocks and pool party, lemon lolly, and flirty flamingo that goes nicely with the colorful side of that designer paper. Now, I love how thick these are, because you would think that having all these little laser cut pieces to poke out, that it would be very like it would tear and it would be very fragile, but these are actually very sturdy, holding up well to the poking of all the little pieces. But I think this is going to be a really fun one to play around with, whether you are a scrapbooker or a card maker. It's going to be tons of fun. The other thing that we could pre-order early was this new bundle. And I thought it was funny because we have so many words. And so the other bundle is this one here called Phrases and Frames, and the dies are gorgeous. I wasn't going to get this until I saw it demonstrated. This is Susan Campfield's Million Sales Achiever stamp set, and she got so lucky to have her stamp set paired up with this bundle of frames. And what is special about these frames is that they can have this extended life with this new impressions plate. I think it's funny they're calling it a plate, because really it is just a silicone pad, and we've had something similar to this before to kind of create some depth with your die cut images. Do you guys remember this? It might have even been called impressions before, but this is an impressions plate, and so you want to hang on to those instructions because it's going to tell you how to run things through. And let me show you another example of something using the impressions plate. Die cut, and then the impressions plate adds this amazing texture. So this is another new bundle that we weren't able to get quite yet, but we were able to play around in the product playground to create this die cut. I'm going to show you how to use the frames and the new impressions plate. I'm going to keep going through and sharing some more things from OnStage, and then we'll circle back and we'll create a card with this, and I'll show you how to die cut and create that that amazing impressions die cut with all the detail. Oh, tie-dye. That paper does look tie-dye, you're right. Janice, that is such a good point. Janice is saying that she likes how the packaging has the images of the die cuts now on the packaging. I think it's so fantastic. And so these all nest together here, but you can die cut them individually. So you'd have the piece that die cuts out the center of each of those. And then there's also this really beautiful detailed scallop oval. So we'll die cut all these in a second. We're going to play around with this, but I want to keep going and show you some more things from OnStage. And then we'll circle back to that. So one of the things that I really enjoyed at OnStage was the product playground. And so we got to play around with different products like the new impressions plate and create our die cut. We also got to play around with the new Stampin' Positioner, which you guys have seen before. And that's going to be coming out in May when the catalog comes out. So if you are a demonstrator, you'll be able to pre-order the Stampin' Positioner next week. And if you're not, you'll be able to order it in May when everything goes live. This new stamp set with the octopus is coming out in the May online exclusives, and you guys, I cannot believe this. The May online exclusives includes a brand new suite called Silly Old Bear. Do you know who is a silly old bear? That's right, Winnie the Pooh! I cannot believe we have these amazing licensed products with Winnie the Pooh available only in the United States starting in May as part of the online exclusives. If you're a demonstrator, you can pre-order in March on the 24th. That's next Tuesday. Designer paper, stamp sets, greetings, all kinds of fun accessories that are part of the Silly Old Bear suite. And then some additional products that are part of online exclusives, including the stamp set with the the octopus, such a cutie. Some of the other things we got to do in the product playground was to play around with some new coloring tools. And so we got to make this little sampler with the flip flaps, and we got to use the new white gel pens. I have to say, I've never used the white gel pens a lot, but these are so nice. They're so smooth, and I feel like the gel that's coming out is really thick. It's going to be really great for adding details to your cards. I'm really excited. It comes as a 2-pack, I do believe. So you'll get 2 pens in there. Demonstrators you can pre-order on Tuesday. This one we just used the coloring pencils and then the blender pen to blend part of them. So some of the product playground was just kind of playing around with things that we already have and just reminding us of those fun techniques. Here's a background that we created with the brayer, creating a fun background using, I think this is the new Golden Glow color. And this was Peaceful Pine. And then this is Hydrangea Hue and one of the new Glimmer brushes. This was so smooth, so easy to use. And I cannot tell you, like, it's not coming across on camera, but it is so sparkly. It is so pretty. It was really easy to use the Glimmer brush. We added some splatter and kind of went back and forth with it. Now, these are not going to be available quite yet for demonstrators to pre-order, but I'm excited to be able to get those. The Glimmer brushes come in all of the new 2026 to 2028 in colors. So fun. And then the last technique that we did, we used the I don't remember what color this was. We used the Stampin' Blends and the color lifter, and I feel like, well, this was Crisp Cantaloupe, so this must be maybe Barely Blush, except that looks pretty dark. I don't remember. Don't quote me on the color. But lots of fun playing around with those new products at the product playground. I have to remember how to put my little book together. I can't remember what they did. Susan is asking, what will the price be? Let's see, are you asking about the gel pens? Oh, the new Stampin' Positioner. I'll double check. I think that it was about $60. Let me double check for you. The Stampin' Positioner. Embellishments, paper, punches, tools, and ink. Okay. Stampin'. Where is it? There it is, finally. Okay, page 75. And, sorry it's taking so long. I bet somebody else said it. $49. Yeah, $49 in the US. Why did I think it was $60? I don't know where that came from. Hey, speaking of new products, the March online exclusive dies that have been on back order. That includes the Cutest Crew, the Delicate Whispers, that scallop one. There were several dies, the Scallop Wishes, the Springtime Scenes. All those dies are back in stock. They were supposed to be back on Monday, but they're back now. So make sure that you check those out. If you are waiting for any of those March online exclusive dies, they're back in stock. So check it out in the online store at juliedavison.com/shop. Maybe that's what I was thinking of, Cheryl. $49 for the stamp positioner, $15 for the grid paper. The glass mat was $60. I might have been confused with that too. Look what I just got. The Notes of Spring stamp set. This is the product of the month, and you can get it for $5 when you spend $75 or more. Mom and I are going to be showcasing this one on the last Sunday of the month in a stamp along. So make sure you get your stamp along, or make sure you get your Notes of Spring stamp set. So you can stamp along with us, or of course you can use whatever you'd like. This cute little 2-step stamp set includes a deer, a goose, and a little bunny rabbit. Give me a quick thumbs up if you have already gotten your Notes of Spring stamp set. There is a brand new product of the month every single month, and I've been so excited. They kind of been switching back and forth between stamp sets and designer paper, so I can't wait to see what's in store for us coming up in April. We're going to find out. I think demonstrators are going to get a little sneak peek April 1st for the April product of the month. So you can check that out. Mimi, hello. It's so nice to meet you at OnStage. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Hang on, I need a sip. I don't know where that little hiccup came from. Oh, so I had so much fun meeting so many people, so many friends, including Mimi at OnStage, and I received beautiful cards and gifts that I want to share with you next. I did not have time for swap cards, and so I did not bring any, but so many of you were so gracious to share a card with me anyway, and so I have a few swap cards to share with you, and then some gifts that I received. This first card is from Genevieve Co. She is the DDM. They're not calling that anymore. What are they now? Field sales manager or something? Genevieve is up in Canada. She was presenting it OnStage, so you may have seen her. Dear friend, Genevieve has been a demonstrator for a long time, and so we've done some things together over the years, and so excited to get her card using the perennial postage dies, doing some blending, and I love that sentiment. Keeping you in my thoughts, holding you in my heart, and remembering you in my prayers. Thank you, Genevieve, for that card. I've got this one from Anne Alito, and it is a pop-up pocket card. Oh my gosh, so cute. This is the Cute as a Bug designer paper with the mushrooms, and then that mushroom stamp set and punch goes so perfectly with this designer paper. I've been using this paper a lot. You guys are going to love the Cute as a Bug class next week, so be sure that you subscribe to my channel and tune in so you don't miss out on that. Do we have another bug card? No. Okay. This next card is from Rachel Chamberlain. Oh my gosh, I just love this. This little barbecue set is one of the new bundles in the March online exclusives. And this is Cute as a Bug designer paper with the red plaid in the background. But this bundle is called Barbecue Master. And I didn't think I needed it, but oh my gosh, Rachel's card is so cute. She's cut the ends here at 1 1/4 inch and then adhered them down to the card so just the center opens up. I love the images with the grill and the little hot dog sausages. You're flippin' awesome. Isn't that cute? I love that so much. Barbecue Master in the March online exclusives. Thank you, Rachel, for that card. This one is from Diane. Oh my gosh, I have to show you this picture. Diane Gorski and Donna Johnson, sisters, and they swap a lot with the Curly Girls and the Great Big Card Swap. We got to stamp with them twice and do our make and takes with them. It was so much fun to connect and visit with them. And so this is from Diane. A little prop up calendar. Now we are already on March here. I cannot believe how the year is just flying by. This gorgeous designer paper with the skies, the lights of Aurora. Diane said that she colored and added the green in there. When we saw the Northern Lights in November, it was green, just like this, green and pink. It was so beautiful. And so I'm going to think of that now when I have this calendar on my desk. So thank you so much, Diane. I'm going to jump ahead from these cards and show you really quick this gift from Donna. Donna and she printed out she printed out this photo. So here are the four of us. So that's me and Donna and Diane and Mom. And they had a little printer, and so they printed the picture and brought it for me. I love that so much. So cute. So it was so fun to connect with them. This gift is from Donna, and using some Countryside Inn designer paper, and then she has some sticky notes in here and the little chapstick. And I have to say the tissues came in so perfect. I had to share them with Dad, so I just cut cut my little package. He was eating some tissues, and so it worked out so perfectly. So thank you for that little gift. So cute. I love the way that's all packaged up. And this would be such a great gift to give to someone, like with the tissues and the chapstick, and you could put like some tea in there or something for someone who's under the weather, like a little get well gifty when someone is not feeling so great. What a fun little thing to brighten their day. Donna, thank you so much for that gift. That was so sweet of you. And it was so much fun to connect with you guys at OnStage. Oh my gosh, like I'm just thinking of all the people I got to meet. It truly was just such a fun event to connect with everyone. This card is from Kelly McBeath. Am I saying that right? Oh, I almost forgot. Kelly said she sent a card for the Great Big Card Swap and forgot to put her money in there. So she found me and she gave me this beautiful card. This is Blackberry Bliss and Berry Burst. With you in mind, the stamps that I got to help design some garden poetry designer paper. And like, is it weird to be excited about backordered products? I saw today when I was looking at the inventory status report that the stamp set With You in Mind, the one I got to help design, is currently on back order. It makes me so happy. Like, it shouldn't make me happy that things are on back order, but it makes me happy that so many people are loving it and buying it, that it is on back order. So it's not pictured in the new catalog, but I think that sales continue to be strong for that stamp set. So I think we're going to see it continue on online. And so I'm really excited about that. All right, our next two cards, I love it. Use that new Homemade with Sweetness suite from the March online exclusives. This one is from Tony Shaw. And this is one of the jar shaped cards. I was trying to keep your info covered here, Tony, a little privacy panel. And so cute with the strawberries. I love that. Tony, did I see you're watching tonight? I hope that you are having a safe trip across country to get back home. This one is so sweet. I love it. Strawberry Slush is this color, and I'm so glad that we have another year with Strawberry Slush because it is one of my favorites. It's such a pretty color. And it is in this paper along with some Misty Moonlight, Crushed Curry, and some other cards. I have to leave this one in here so I don't accidentally reveal sensitive personal information. This card is from Julia Mazer. So fun to spend some time with Julia in Long Beach. This is that same suite with the Homemade Sweetness designer paper. I think I saw that this paper is out of stock temporarily. It'll be back soon, but I think you can get the other components of this suite. So if you're looking at this one, make sure to check that out in the online store, part of the March online exclusives. Oh my gosh, the Arch in St. Louis, Tony. Oh, I love that. I know you are just having such an amazing road trip. I cannot imagine Tony is driving all the way from Pennsylvania and New Jersey all the way to California and back. So it is like a 3-week trip, I think, Tony, all together with her aunt. It was so fun to spend some time with Tony. And I love that you are just making the most and enjoying all those things across the country, Tony. All right, we're going to keep going. A few more little trinket gifts and then a couple bigger gifts. This one is from Jennifer Castellanos, and it was so fun. So fun to meet her. And, I'm just thinking, that maybe I got you mixed up with somebody else. Jennifer, I was thinking, well, it was a pleasure to meet you, Jennifer. I think I kept thinking you were from Florida, and I think I just got you mixed up with somebody else. But I got these beautiful magnetic bookmarks from Jennifer using some of that gorgeous paper. Look at this. It looks like packing tape, I think, around the paper, and then the little magnets on both sides so you can keep track of your book or your catalog, all your favorite places that you want to go. Thank you so much for that fun gift. I love these so much, and I was excited to share them with Mom too. So it was a pleasure to meet you, Jennifer. Thank you for that little gift. This one is from Peggy Toldy, and there was chocolate in there, but I ate it. I love this cute little origami treat holder. It was so fun to share some time with you guys in the same room, in the club room. And see the cards that you guys were making. Oh my gosh, so talented. We were stamping in there with Alita. We worked on some card kits, but there was another group of stampers that were working on shoebox swaps, and they had designed the most amazing cards that they were stamping with each other. And we got to take a peek and sneak a peek at what they were doing. It was so amazing. I've got another magnetic bookmark, this one from Valerie. And this one uses the springtime, what is this? Oh, this is a hidden paper clip. So not a magnetic bookmark, I'm sorry, but a hidden paper clip. So kind of the same idea, just clipping around that. And this is that springtime, here it is. The springtime scenes with the ladybug. Oh my gosh, so cute. On the Painted Illusions designer paper. So cute. I love that so much. And I wasn't going to get the ladybug, but this makes me definitely second guess that. Thank you, Valerie, for that fun little gift. And I just really love how colorful it is. Okay, let me put these aside. I've got two more to show you. Oh my heavens. These are a little bit bigger, a little bit more involved and personalized. Oh my heavens. This one is from, I honestly cannot remember if it was from Rayanne or from Becky or for both of them. They're sisters. Thank you so much, Rayanne and Becky, or Rayanne or Becky. This little box had all kinds of little fun things in it. And I have to say, it totally came in clutch because we were needing a stain removal wipe, and so Mom grabbed the one out of her box, and the timing was so perfect. Also some emergency chocolate, which I can't believe I haven't eaten yet, but now that I found again, definitely gonna enjoy that tonight. I love this little bracelet. The flamingos are kind of our unofficial team mascot, and so I thought this was so pretty with the little flamingo on there. You're flamazing. Stand tall, embrace your beauty, be flexible, spend time with your flock, don't be afraid to get your feet wet, and never forget how flamazing you are. Also some liquid IV and some steam eye masks. Oh my gosh, I'm definitely going to break these out tonight. I just feel like it has been that kind of week. Oh my goodness. Oh, yay. Tony's going to spend some time with Sharon this weekend. I'm so glad you guys get to connect. Our next gift, oh my word. This one is from Diane Striegel. Hopefully I'm saying that right. It says, I'm so very happy to be at OnStage with you, Diane. This gift is so amazing. It was such a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much. This was like day one. This was like, we had barely checked in and we ran into Diane, and she had this amazing gift for us. And so we were opening this back up, back in our room. Not only all of these amazing little coordinating goodies with the strawberries, the candy and the sanitizer, all the little strawberry candies, but check this out. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. It is a little tote bag. So many stamps, so little time. And then the embroidery on the other side. That's my name. Oh my gosh, Diane. I cannot believe this amazing gift. Thank you so much for the customized gift. Thank you so much for finding us and sharing with us. Seriously, Mom and I were just like, reeling over this when we got back to the room and we were opening everything up. It is so amazing. I feel so special. Thank you so very much. I want to say thank you to everyone who came up to us and visited us, gave us little things. It was such a pleasure to spend time with everyone and to get to know everyone and to meet everyone. And so thank you. Thank you so much for all of that. You guys are amazing. And I just feel so blessed and so very lucky. Like I said, I wish that we could just all somehow teleport to the same place at the same time and just spend a day together stamping and visiting, and what fun would that be? So if you're not a demonstrator yet, I hope that you will consider joining, because I think that the next OnStage in person, which is going to happen in April of 2028, so you've got 2 years, I think it's going to be epic. So I hope that you will consider joining us. If you're not a demonstrator yet, you've got lots of time to get that figured out. Happening in Salt Lake City in April of 2028. Please plan to join us. The next time there is an worldwide Stampin' Up! OnStage, all of the demonstrators around the world gathering in one place at the same time. It truly is going to be epic. Okay, I promised a little bit of stamping, and I really want to show you this new bundle with the impressions plate. So let's stamp, or rather, let's start by die cutting from these new frames. And I think I'm going to just do them all at once. Maybe that's silly, but let's give it a go, shall we? I'm not going to do the little one. I'm just going to do the little frames. And I have to say that they look really amazing. They look really amazing in gold, but I kind of want to show you in a color. I don't know. You tell me, should we do gold or should we do a color cardstock for our frames? Because one of the things that you can do to get a really good impression is to spritz the cardstock with water. And we can't really do that with the gold cardstock. I don't think the gold cardstock would work. So let's do it with color. Mesa is agreeing with me. Let's do color. So I'm thinking about what color designer paper do we want to punch out and make a little card with? Let me look and see. What do we have? What do we have? That's really pretty. Okay, no, that paper's gone already. I'm gonna change my mind. Hang on. This one. Let's do some flirty flamingo. I think that would be pretty. That's not flirty flamingo. Hang on. A clock tick. I'm looking for a piece of cardstock that is big enough. Here we go. Okay. This one doesn't have a, it doesn't have a, score line in the middle. I don't have words. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to spritz. We are going to spray with water. And this just kind of breaks down the fibers of the paper a little bit. We're going to get some really good texture this way. So I'm bringing up my die cutting machine. Sorry if it's a little close here. And we are going to start by die cutting onto the wet cardstock. And we can die cut all of these at the same time. They nest like this. And so if you don't like wasting that cardstock in between, you can do them all at once, which I just think is so fun. Or you can do them separately, individually. That works too. So we're going to send them through and we're going to die cut them. That's going to be step 1. Sorry for the shaking. We're having an earthquake on my table tonight. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the die cut images, and they kind of came out, but we're going to try to put it back in, and we're going to put them like face up. So the cutting side is up with the die cuts inside of it onto the platform, right onto platform number 1, which seems counterintuitive because we always have things on there with cutting pads. But we are going to put the die on there. It's cutting side up, so it's not going to cut into the pad. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to layer all of these right back inside their dies. Okay. And then we're going to put the new impressions plate. That's the really thick silicone. We're going to put that on top. I feel like that moves around, but it looks pretty good. That's going to go on top, and then the gray 3D embossing plate number 4 is going to go on top of that. And we're going to send it through. It does not feel like it's doing anything. Did I do the right sandwich? Okay. Using to emboss, we're going to do, well, okay, I'm missing number 2. That's what it is. Hang on a sec. Number 2, that's this one. So it should have gone on this instead of onto number 1. So the platform with the shim, and I'm just going to put it on top. Okay, that doesn't want to go through. I should still be able to put it through. There we go. Now it's doing something. So we just needed to get the right sandwich to get the right pressure on these dies. And I should have shown you a little bit better before when I did just the die cutting. There was a little bit of texture, but not a lot. And once you use the impressions plate, you have amazing texture that pops. This one looks like it shifted just a little bit. That's a bummer. That one looks like it shifted too. That is a bummer. How about this one? Did it also shift? Yes, it did. What a bummer. I think because I was messing around with it. Okay, let's try again. This time, I'm going to lose the big one. I'm just going to do the other 2. We're going to go a little faster this time. I'm going to spritz with water. We are going to die cut. Let's bring this back up here. Get our plate on there. Okay. Die cutting our pieces. Doot, doot. Oh, you guys are helping me out. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna keep that shim on there. We're going to transfer the cardstock and the die face up over here. Let's try to keep them in a little better this time. Maybe the problem is I'm just trying to do the 2 at once. And then we're going to take the silicone mat and we're going to put that on top. And we're going to add on top of that the gray plate. Got it down this time. And we're going to send it through. They did look good, Sharon. They were, some of them, like part of it looked good. It was shifting on part of it, so it didn't look perfect. Oh, I almost forgot. We got this cute little bag as part of our OnStage Plus gift experience. It was a special little breakfast for Silver Elite leaders and above, and we got a little pouch that coordinates with the bag. Oh my gosh, it shifted again. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. This one looks like it stayed put. Let's see. Look at that texture. It's so cool. I love that so much. Okay, so we're still going to use this piece, our good piece. We're going to make a card with this. And we have this coordinating stamp set called Phrases and Frames. And I have to tell you, there was a really awesome technique that we saw using this bundle and the frame. And they also used the triple banner punch, or the 3 banner punch, or whatever it's called, to make little flags. And so I'm going to do that with some of the Easter Joy paper. I think this paper is so pretty. This is in the January catalog, so it is a current paper. And I think you can get it. We got some stripes. We've got some little, whatever those are. And some flowers. Some Easter eggs. I'll use that one. And so for this one, they used, see if I can get a good piece in here. They punched out and then cut the banners. Cut the banners in half, and you can do like some banners all the way across and kind of mix and match those a little bit. That one is upside down. That doesn't work out so well. Whoops. Maybe this one with the eggs will turn out better than I think. I really thought there was going to be more with pink in here. That's why I picked pink for the frame. Well, anyway. We'll do some little banners, and then we can add one of these greetings. And I really love, what does it say? Sending you hugs. I like this little one. This would actually fit really nicely in there. I'm going to do this on a note card and envelope. And I just got a new package of the, okay, this looks like an old package, but I just got a new package. These are note cards and envelopes. And I have to say there's a few things that are going up in price. In the tape would have been a good idea, Rita. Thank you. Few things that are going up in price. And so if you are a savvy shopper, I would suggest buying some note cards and envelopes. I think the envelopes are going up a little bit in price. The Stampin' Blends are going up in price. And so I would get some of your favorites. of the Stampin' Blends if you are concerned about the price increase on that. And I mean, honestly, the price of everything is going up, so I think it's just hard to avoid price increases on some products. So just take note of that and use this opportunity to get some of your favorites while they are still a lower price. Trying to think what else. I think I saw that the cutting plates for the Stampin' Cut and Emboss Me machine were going up. Maybe the price for the machine is going up, so this would be a good time. If you don't have it and you've been thinking about getting it, this would be a good time for that. Oh, Kim, I bet if you reminded me what we talked about, I would remember you. I'm so sorry. I mean, I feel like I do at the party. We were talking towards the end, right? I met so many people at OnStage, and I enjoyed very much in the moment meeting everybody and chatting with everybody. But I have to admit, I sometimes have a bad memory, and putting faces and names together is not always my strong suit. Okay, I put Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of the spring because I want it to kind of just pop up a little bit. And then I'm going to use my black ink. Sending you hugs down there in the corner. And let's add some of these frames, not frames, flags. Okay, I probably have too many of these. But we'll try to do an odd number. I need a short one. So fun! A really, really simple card showing off the new frames. What's this bundle called again? Phrases and Frames. And it has 4 of those dies that are going to get the amazing texture with the new impressions plates. Let's see, here's where it kind of messed up and it like doubled. But that side looks really good. And you could use this as like a little border. And put that underneath something. So much fun. So I cannot wait to play with even more of the new designer paper and stamps and new products and share with you. So make sure you tune in on Wednesday. I'll do an unboxing, a color comparison with the pieces that I will be able to get starting on Tuesday with Demonstrator pre-order. Thanks for tuning in tonight and sharing my little OnStage recap. Thank you to everyone who sent me home with so many fun goodies and swaps and beautiful gifts. I enjoyed meeting you and spending time with you so much. And I wish all of you who weren't there could have been. And I look forward to someday hoping to get a chance to meet all of you in person. Okay, well, that's it for me tonight. Mom and I are going to be sharing projects using the cutest crew bundle on Sunday. So make sure that you tune in for Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie this coming Sunday to see what we come up with. And I'll have lots of videos for you next week. The unboxing is happening. We're going to have Great Big Cards Up on Tuesday, the unboxing video on Wednesday, Thursday night stamp therapy on Thursday, featuring the Cute as a Bug suite and our online card class. Speaking of which, I've got to get that card kit up online. I'm going to do that tonight. So if you are waiting for it, check out juliedavison.com/kits for the Cute as a Bug card kit to be added tonight. If you would like to stamp along with the card kit and join me next week for the class. Thumbs up if you enjoyed tonight's video. Thanks again for joining me, and I look forward to stamping with you again very soon. Okay, bye everybody.